The farm in the northeast has been taken by Claire.
Taken?
They killed the farmer and made the land their...
Damn them and their god. They talk a piece, then they go and do... That's the best. Every time you think you have a solution, we will have to hope enough traders come through to make... Though traders charge so much, we'll probably only be able to afford a few...
Here, buy your people something decent.
Well, that's not what I expected. You got a bad conscience or something? Why are you throwing us your shit? Are you after a favor?
You need the shards more than me. Well, your thanks leaves something to be desired.
Yeah, I didn't beg for your shards. Here, take them back then. I don't want your charity. Keep your...
They're always hitting on you here.
Get something to drink first.
I wonder what this place was.
Bad idea. There's nothing here. I won't get in now.
This is me broadcasting from the orbit to bring a warning to all free people. Stay safe in the wilderness.
Too easy.
to the Horde. Come to Ignadon and discover the truth. This is me, Herbert, broadcasting from the orbit to bring a warning to all the free people out there. Stay safe in the wilderness.
What these ruins
I
must have
can't
witnessed.
say that any more clearly.
Wick is dead, but I found the ID.
Dead? Shit. I told him whatever was there wasn't. But Wick would do anything if it would mean him getting 2 shards he could tap together. Ah, well, give me the blank ID card. So, done. 1 fake ID.
Give me the...
Okay, wait a second. Your image... So, done. And this is the ID for Coop. Take it to him. But make sure the clerics don't see it, see him, or see you handing this. And do it as soon as you get in there. He's been at risk too.
Is she really so gullible?
Do you feel the same way?
Goods are the whole heart of trade.
Halt. No one is allowed. Yeah, sure. As long as that arrangement involves you pissing.
I have an entry ID. Let me through.
Really? I thought I knew all the ones. And you were here asking about getting ID before. So tell me where you...
It's mine. I was issued one after all. Must have misplaced it.
All right. I'll believe you this one. I've got to be wary. That desert gang of outlaws is always trying... Oh, and there are some rules I need to tell you. First, stay away from the generators. Nobody... That sort of security is why we need to keep an eye on IDs. So if you meet someone who's in the city illegally, and Eric will take care of them. We can only keep peace in the city if we all work together. That's what was laid down by the Great... And the Great Council gave the clerics the responsibility. That means everyone is welcome here. Until they... So keep the peace while you're in there. Our suggesters are busy enough without you. And that's it.
What's happening in the city?
Nothing right now, but it's simmering. You can feel. There was something building even before we let those Alp separatists in here. They just lit the touchpad. But hey, we're supposed to be a sanctuary, so someone decided to open the gate.
I was also an Alb once.
You? Bullshit. Since when do separatists travel in small groups? What, you're serious? As if we didn't have enough trouble. You better stick with the rest of your crowd. Then I'll know where to find you when we need to kick you out.
I heard you hold people prisoner if they can't prove their identity.
Of course. Need a valid ID to enter? It's important we keep the right balance, and that we can hold people accountable. We've worked hard to keep things running here. We can't start letting people flood in, or the troublemakers. Anyone who tries to get around with ID is given straight to the
What's a suggestion?
Our suggesters are the reason things remain peaceful. If someone causes trouble, then they're either thrown out, see a suggester for reorientation, or both. But don't worry, it's a positive experience that will leave you happy about life. Even so,
Where can I find Eric?
just go straight down the path into the inner city.
You mentioned the Council of Magal.
The Great Council, yes. You'll have to speak to Judicator Alois if you want to know more. I'm not that well in.
Who's Alois?
Alois is the Judicator in charge. You'll find him in the castle. He likes to stay close.
What do you want? Do you back the cleric?
You get right to the...
And are you gonna give me an answer?
I'm against the...
Right. I can see you talk. They say they're here to keep things safe. But it's obvious they want to drop their neutrality and not allowing anyone in or out of this. You think that's because the Alps are getting closer? Or that those followers of Kalan really want...
The Albs are more of a threat than the cleric.
Executions, converters, torture. But those guys are only interested in ELEX, and as far as I know, there isn't any more here in the city. So why should they show any interest in attacking a fortified position to get it, instead of sweep...
The Albs want all the ELEX. All of it.
We won't get in their way. We don't want ELEX. They have to see that. They'd be attacking us for nothing.
Hunterson.
Why didn't he come in?
He was afraid he wouldn't be let out of the city again if he was caught.
You mean he was afraid the same thing would happen to him that happened? Fuck it. At least the suggesters have... Did Hunter give you...
Yes,
Thanks. I was starting to think that I don't know if Hunter promised you a reward, but here's some... You've helped a good cause.
Why don't you do something to stop?
I trust you. You gave me my ticket here, but I can't... But you must have realized by now, the Dome must... The clerics can't be allowed to take a...
Too easy.
Who's prowling around out there? You should think about leaving. Did someone tell you could come in here?
Move along, Savannah.
Yes. I have a lot to do. This city does not... So, please excuse me if I'm short. This city is made up of a whole mass of confusion. Everyone looking for a new start. No one able to forget their past. They need a leader to hold things together.
People need laws.
Laws, leadership, however you want to call it. You, the Berserkers, and we clerics are similar in this regard. Everyone here wants something. Whatever you're searching for, it will only add to the list of demands we already face. And providing for the people we already have is a logistical challenge. That means to accommodate everyone we're on strict rations, and those rations have to be earned.
It seems I'm not the only one collecting waifs and strays, setting them on the right path.
You've been helping people. Then maybe you can understand what we have built.
You've done a good thing here.
How long have you been in charge of the Dome City?
I've been in office for 8 years now, and it hasn't been easy. Maintaining a neutral position to the factions while fighting the Owl. By Kalan, there really are more pleasant posts they could have appointed.
What if someone wanted to replace?
Some have tried. Yet I am This city was created by the great... They made the clerics custodians. The Great Council may be long gone, but what they stood for, a unity of purpose, a future for all of Magalan together, that is something we still... So, it is our job to serve all, however hard our residents.
Listen, the council is gone. Why care about what they said?
You don't think that was a better time? Laws for prisoner exchange that assured borders, set rules for trade. Even if you don't care about the blood spilled since the council's rule, the clerics swore to a code, and that includes, and an oath was sworn to the council by my forefathers. That makes it my duty.
How are?
Tense. The battle's out. Tensions run high if the outlaws attack the clerics, or the clerics attack the berserkers. And there's always the fear of an Alb invasion. Those tensions drive greed, and there is war out there, and here your shards will be...
Why have things...
Maybe it would help you if I tell you. The berserkers have lived more and more reclusively ever since the pilgrim went into his... The outlaws are more organized now the Duke has taken power, and the Alb separatists seek shelter with us to... All told, very dark signs that we face another global catastrophe. And here we are.
Is there something?
If you want to help, there is something that has to be taken. You must have noticed that one more issue, one wobble, and one of my people has reported that the outlaws are expecting the last thing that this city... And who knows who the outlaws will sell them. I want you to intercept this delivery and bring...
About the... I'll take care.
Good. Very well, then. Get her talking and hope that she brings you in on her... Take these shots. You may need them to... You'll have to find Paige yourself. She's a...
Contact? Is there something I should know?
Apart from the fact that she's one of the outlaws. As soon as you get those weapons, or any information, just make sure you bring...
You've been using informers to try and catch them?
Of course. Information is key, and missing things leads to nasty surprises. Particularly when it... Are you gonna show me that you...
Are you having a lot?
Keeping the factions together is always... And...
Very...
Just one more...
Very good.
Hey, you.
Let me guess. I'm not...
What? No, everyone's allowed to move about freely here. You got here... I just want to know what things are like outside the dome. What's...
There are raids, but there have been no major assaults recently.
I'm sure that's just... I just hope the dome holds. There's a lot of people, so they pass us by like a river. Kalan gave us the knowledge, and now look what we've achieved. A safe harbor for all people.
You built the dome?
I designed the plans for it. Then we built it to... My name is Eric, chief engineer here in the dome. I'm in charge of all the generators and...
Can this...
Of course. Why do you think we built? As long as we can maintain a constant energy flow, then they can't get in. Unfortunately, some of the energy regulators are starting to melt.
I can repair the energy regulator.
Thanks for the offer. I've already repaired the components. They just...
About the... What will happen?
If just one regulator fails, it could mean otherwise, the discharge it would create could kill a whole lot of the... But whether it's a discharge or an emergency shutdown, both scenarios.
How many?
Well, all of them. But let's...
I will help.
I'd wanted to do it myself, but... I thought you berserkers didn't want it.
Do you want my help or not?
Yeah, I suppose I should remember the rules of this place. I have the... Please, take it to Lutz and come back to me.
Why don't the clerics have a dome like that?
The dome requires immense amounts of... The technology... That means there's no way to cover...
If even half of that is true...
Huh. What do we have here?
You would better not mean that literal.
Go on, growl again. Growl. How did you get the guard to let you into the dome? They obviously don't consider berserkers a However you got in, you're going to find it even hard. The clerics are a little jumpy at the moment. So, when they do let someone in, it does make me wonder who they are and why the clerics thought...
If it's so hard to get in, what are you doing here?
I got in before things got so paranoid. And I came here for profit. Lots of nervous people close to the Alps tend to be willing to invest in getting hold of supplies. So, if you can get them, you can sell... Well, that was the plan. Now, the clerics have...
And you just let them do that?
Of course I didn't let them. But getting around their... It's impossible to get by the guards without... And they took mine from... Now they say I'm caught... But what else is a businesswoman supposed to do when she has her business taken from her?
About your
Yeah, don't tell me. Trading weapons can pose a danger. But this is about self-defense. The only person who can stop a person with a gun is a person with an even... I mean, what? Are we supposed to throw rocks at the Albs when they attack? But the clerics want to keep all the guns for themselves and screw the rest of us. They call it neutrality, but I say it's oppression.
What else did you expect? You've been stupid.
I'm not going to argue with you on that. Still, let's say he's right. And that... Not from Tavar, obviously. They've blocked that route. Let's say I could get some weapons from the Separatists, for example. Let's say they have weapons and need shards. And that they also have the business acumen of a stunned troll. What if I... And what if I was to say that I have to find someone who could... If I was to say that...
I'd say you're walking a dangerous line.
I can't leave without profit. Hell, right now I can't eat without profit. So I need this deal. So if you blab, what have I lost? And without any guns to show, it's just your word against mine. And even Alois isn't going to...
I could help you get...
Good. Right. So, this is what you need. Leave the city and find a separatist called Radok. I think he's a separatist. But whatever he is, he's a mad fucker. But he has the weapons, and he likes trade. He wants to sell the weapons, but you'll have to work on him, okay? He won't just hand the...
Where can I find...
Up in the Highlands. When we last spoke, he told me he was going to head over... He mentioned an abandoned... With luck...
Alois knows about your weapons delivery.
Are you saying he knows I found a way to get some weapons? Where does he keep getting his Still, cat and mouse is what we play, isn't it? I need the weapons. He wants to stop me.
That wasn't so good.
You once possessed great ELEX ability. You're probably a soldier from Zakor. Possibly, but you are now free from ELEX. And from the orders that come from the heart of... Have you come here to die like the clerics that I...
I'm not here to fight.
Good. I have traveled alone since... And... Still, if you have information to give me, that would be useful. Information and shards are what an alb needs to survive in the lands of the free people. Not that either of those things help these clerics keep their lives.
Paige sent me.
Paige? Do I know Paige? Faces and names of the free people? They merge into one. But you must mean the woman from the domed city. But I have business to conclude before we speak. It seems there are 2 followers of Kalan nearby who are anxious to see their god in person. And I must send them on their way. Quickly, decide. Will you stand with...
You can count on me.
Good. Then let...
This one's mine!
The clerics, and there is no sign. Let us hope the stench of these bodies makes the rest of his followers. Loyalty should be Loyalty is what will save us. I also have something that should please the woman. Here, it should be enough for her to start her plan. I will arrange to deliver the rest to her.
And what about me? Do you...
I see you have learned the ways of the free... There. I can't do anything. Be...
Hey, have you got a few? Help me out and I'll tell you about this.
A couple of shards. Could save us more, if he does know something
useful.
What do you think?
There.
Thanks. And since you have helped me, I'll make sure my come back in a few days. Right, well, where does... This place always has something going on. The Westerns...
Hey you, I heard you speaking to Eric. He gave you an energy regulator for the dome, right? Give it to me, will you? Very soon now, you're going to need the right sort of friend and...
Okay, here's the...
Glad you've seen sense. Here, take this. You shouldn't... Give me a moment. It won't take long. So, done. Here you go. Take it to Lutz like Eric asked you to. You won't regret... Now, I've got a way out of here, so you know who to find if things...
What happens if this thing is...
Nothing at first. All that I did was install a small emergency shutoff. If things escalate here, if the clerics won't let us out of the city anymore, or if the outlaws lose, I hope we don't have to use it, but it's there just...
Did you flee here?
Flee? But to live in Tavar? And despite my talents, I wasn't one of the Duke's favorites, and that made making...
What are your...
Mechanical and engineering genius. I can make anything you need from bootlaces and glue. As long as I don't get constant interruptions. And staying undisturbed is hard in the domed city. There's always someone trying to stick their nose in. And those berserkers are the worst for it. One of those assholes killed my friend for fun. Now that bastard is focused on me and nobody's helping me. Even though they know it'll be their turn next, and keeping their head down won't save them.
Who is this berserker that's giving you trouble?
Brabeck. A bull of a man and twice as ugly. Bone-breaking bastard.
About Leave Brabeck to me.
You'll deal with him? That would be great, really great. If you think you can scare him off so he... Even if I would have tried... But if you do get rid of him, however...
Where?
Is usually just follow your nose. Oh.
Maybe later.
We're back in business.
Good. I was hoping for some higher caliber stuff. If you'd brought spitballs and blowpipes, I'd find people just aren't feeling... Here, this is for getting your feet sore. Better...
Don't take it personally.
That is pretty suspicious.
If even half of that is true.
I told him he can forget about that.
Why even waste time thinking about it?
If you're here for the food rations, then someone must have... So you can just turn...
What are you talking about?
The free rations. The free rations! Ah, but you're not here for that, are you? Then I'm sorry. I have been the butt of a joke that is... It's just... I'm just so sick of it. Everything was simpler when I was a cultivator in Goliath. We had law. Why can't people just...
If you feel...
No. Those days are gone. But when it became clear that the seedling wouldn't grow, Caleb decided that we... But now, we went against orders from Goliath. If I go back now, they'll just stick me in a cave.
Too easy.
What do you want?
You can forget it.
Hey, come over. Let's get...
Forget it.
You listen. You are getting a drink. Seriously.
You're an asshole.
What the? I was... Now you're opening your... And I am so close to... But, because you're new, if you get the next draft... So, what'll it be? Are you gonna take it in the teeth?
Sure.
What the f... You cheating bastard!
I beat you.
Yeah. Keep pushing your...
Why aren't you in a den with the...
Fuck the berserkers. They would have exiled me to the valley sooner or later. So I beat them to the punch. Fuck them and... You can have it, mut...
Your reputation.
Let's just say... That crap-stained skin flap of a man was shooting his mouth off about me. And he didn't have anything better...
It's about time someone pays him a visit. That lying shit is telling people I killed a family out in the Badlands. I killed 5 parading around out there. Hardly a weapon between them. Those dipshits got... And now, Riley spread it all around the dome. He's even got some of the guards believing it. But if someone else were to shut him up, I'd be in the clear. Take care of him.
You need to learn respect for...
You think that because you beat me once, you... So piss off!
You could try.
I'm gonna give your whore of a mother a reason to cry.
Put that weapon away! Now, that's the right thing you're doing.
You really messed up there.
All right, you've made your... So leave me alone.
You had better leave people alone from now on.
I got it.
From now on, keep your hands off the owl.
And if I don't...
Then you'd better find a bodyguard before I come back for...
All right, fuck it. You get your...
Smart decision.
I have to go.
Get out.
Hey, traveler. Whatever your problem, I have what you need.
Do you have any news to go?
News? I presume you're talking about news from in here. The future of the Dome City is the only topic people are... There's been peace in it. I don't want to say it's the cleric's fault, but who else do we blame? The berserkers, the outlaws?
How...
Now that everyone's roaring, not many people aren't happy to... It's me that's holding the bill and hoping to get paid before... Speaking of which, do you know where I can get any food supplies? I'll pay real shards to get more food supplies in.
Most people try to earn a profit in your...
Try, yeah. Cheap. I'd rather you get the supplies honestly, but if you steal from those with nothing, then I don't want anything from you. Here.
I don't understand.
Any more? I cannot say. Search out its meaning, pass this test.
I don't understand.
Then have yourself a drink. What are you... I still serve you even though the other people complain about it.
So you are taking their side, are you?
I'm on nobody's side. I'm just getting on with my job.
You had better reconsider this.
Reconsider what? One wrong word and the clerics will throw you out of the city. So do us both a favor and calm the hell down.
This isn't over. I will come back.
When you do, make sure you bring some shards.
About Brabant. You needn't worry about Brabant.
Leave me alone? He won't do that while he still draws breath. Oh, please.
Don't worry. I made things clear to him. He won't be back.
Well, okay. Thank you. Thank you. That's what I wanted to hear. Thank you. Here, this is for you.
So, you come here from Goliath?
Well, the outlaw... The outlaw... All people...
If the price is right.
Can't you do it for your people? Just make sure they just... I will... But... You...
You want...
By Kalan, what? No. No. No, I... And don't trade with... And... No.
Where?
They've gathered east of here. You...
Ah, the gift. So what up?
I was an album.
And you go around admitting that? And you're still alive? How'd you manage that?
Let's just say it's complicated.
Yeah, I can imagine. You anything to do with these separatists? Why are there so many of you guys coming to the Dome City?
You'll have to ask the separatists. I'm not one.
And I guess that's what I have to do. I was hoping you... But as far as I see it, the way we are now, we should get along otherwise...
How do people...
Here, smoke one with me. Before you start bombarding, I have the...
I don't
Well, that's... From time to time, you need to open a door. But if you won't, that done...
What?
Real business. A proper opportunity. And the Duke thinks they're planning to... And he thinks the Dome City could be the starting point. So, my job is to find out if he's right. If there is something brewing that could be...
What information?
Pretty much nothing so far. They've not been very loose-lipped around me.
So, you...
I want you... Now I can see in your eyes that you haven't fallen. You aren't simple enough to believe every piece.
What do you expect?
All that you have to do is get some answers out of somebody, and I've even got the guy lined up. His name is... As far as I know, he's trying to re-establish communications with the other clerics in Ignadon. While Alois will tell... Go and grill Lutz. Find... Do that, then come back.
So, what do you think?
Don't worry, there's no getting involved. You shouldn't have any trouble finding...
How many shards are you talking?
Enough. I pay. That much.
Where can I...
If he's not on a call, then he's usually working mate. Just walk along the battlement path up at the top.
Why do you think that these technicians...
Because he's the guy that maintains all... He must have heard something from the... And he's... I need to...
Carry...
Keep your hands off you and your berserker friends. You don't have the faintest idea of what I do around, so I would appreciate it.
I heard you are having trouble establishing communications with the Horde in Ignadon.
That is just... Wait.
I just overheard someone...
So the word is out? That is a worry, a real worry. Well, we can't waste any more time. We need to fix that comms relay station. Since you're in the know...
We might be able...
An agreement? Okay, if you don't help us, and if things fall apart out there, you can be certain that...
Eric's.
Thank Kalan.
Yes.
That thing looks kind of odd. This is definitely what Eric gave you? It doesn't look at all standard.
Yes, I brought it here straight from him.
Okay, as you say, Eric will have had his Thank you for bringing it to me. You go back and see Eric. He'll sort... Meanwhile, I'll install...
What's so important about
We're awaiting the delivery of some but they haven't arrived, and we've no way to check. That's why we've got to get the link back up now.
What do you need?
I don't know. I guess there... And supplies. We need firepower to get enough food and tech spares into the dome to keep things going. Zakor might have left us alone recently, but it's not just about mechs. It's about food and news and everything else. We need a link with the whole... We need to get this fixed as soon as possible. And please, please, keep this problem... Otherwise, we are very likely to face Here are the coordinates of the relay station that's... Head that way and keep looking out for an... But I have no idea what the issue is there. You might be able to fix it at the bottom, but there's a chance there will be a device somewhere on site that you can use to I hope that'll be enough to fix...
Are you here to seek shelter or to... This area is a There's nothing here for
What's wrong with you? Have I done some...
Call it experience, but those in need and those willing to help.
You're a berserker. Is it dead?
I don't answer to Edan. And these people belong to no faction. They belong... I stand as their protector against anyone who would force them... My only connection to Edan is my magic. I wish it was more.
What brought you out here?
This is a place away from the war. A place people could make up their minds without being pressured to join. If the people here wanted to join a faction, they would have. But some people aren't ready for that.
So there's no faction?
Well, the clerics keep order, but it's not like the Horde where entry means you have to join them.
Are you always so...
You know you wouldn't need to defuse things if you didn't get people... Damn, this is like being back in Goliath.
Have you been exiled?
Exile? There are those in Edan who want to use my magic for their own. Ever since my power, they changed me. Their mana changed me, and I'm becoming stronger and stronger. It is terrible.
If that's true, why don't...
I do, but sometimes it overwhelms me. That's why I fight alone. If I... The warlords wanted to test me. Now I need to find a solution myself.
I could use someone like...
Use? There's a word I've heard too much. Well, count me out.
I could help you.
What do you know of what I need? What do you know of ELEX marks, mana, chems, exposure from food tainted by it? It's you have its mark on you. You're different.
I took ELEX in the past. Is that what you're seeing? Or is there something...
Took it? You were fed it. You were an Alb, so... Well, it seems we have something in common. We've both been fed ELEX in one form or another. And neither of us know what that means we are.
What do you think?
And what exactly is...
I am going to end this war by taking the fight to the ELEX. And I'm trying to put together a group skilled enough to win that.
And you think I'll take part in that?
In return, I will help your quest to find the ELEX you're searching for. Then you can improve. You said yourself, the longer you are here, the more you fear your powers will. The longer you stay here, the more danger you put these people in. If you really want to...
Even if that's true, why...
I was an alb. I know ELEX and I know magic. I know the impulses that follow you even... I know the nightmares and the problems of trying to control power that really wants to control. And I know what it's like when all that is taken from you.
And it's not like I have other options. Not in the long term. I'll wait by the main gate, and we'll see if you're actually... You should stock up here before...
I will meet you by...
Just don't keep me waiting. You might find I changed...
That was well done.
Fuck all of them. I hope they drown in their own shit.
That's it.
What can...
I'm here now.
So you are. And are you planning on telling me where you've set up camp or what?
Okay.
You've done a lot, but you... Or we have.
And we're not going to get where we need to without a jet.
Don't worry, I know how to use one of those. I'll keep up. Now can we talk? There's just one more thing.
Yes.
Why did you choose to join?
To begin with, it seemed like the best way to survive.
But that isn't everything.
My own people tried to kill me. I want to find answers, and joining a faction has to help me find.
I hope you're not just doing this for your own
You said you wanted to study the properties of ELEX. How will you do?
I can feel the presence of ELEX.
Like the converter?
You don't need any special powers to feel the ELEX there. No, I'm talking about unrefined ELEX. When it's raw, latent. I can learn more from it when it hasn't been. I want to explore Magalan and look for some large deposit.
Deposits?
You're right. Part of its power is that it isn't from here. I want to discover how it is spread across Magalan. But when it is processed by the Albs, it becomes polarized. The transmuted form that the Berserkers get from their mana shrine changes it in similar... That keeps some of its power, but it's the ELEX that came with the comet that I want to learn more. To understand those secrets...
How do you want to find these large...
When the comet impact spread ELEX across Magalan, it found its way into the seas, but it is collected and concentrated in some... I have felt the vibrations, the presence of these deposits. I want to...
Where can...
The first deposit I'd like to investigate is north of the city of...
If it's so close, why hasn't it?
I don't know. Maybe because nobody can...
Your senses are...
Come with me and find out.
All right.
It's not far from the city.
There is a vast amount of ELEX flowing into the sea. It washes out of the cliffs and the ground, and it flows out across the planet. ELEX is everywhere.
But you still think we need to find concentrations of it?
Yes, from the moment the comet struck ELEX, that makes the background noise from it hard to read. If I'm to learn more, we must follow those mutants to find where we know where we have to go. That was great. I'm better at sensing ELEX than any person I know, but there are mutants with the same ability. We should be careful because the ELEX deposit has attracted them. Look out! The deposit must be here. I can feel the
And so what do we do?
I must meditate. Wait over there, Please don't disturb. That was... That was what I was afraid of.
That doesn't sound good.
It's something I've suspected. It's why I came. It's the reason you're going to think I'm crazy. I could feel the ELEX was communicating with me. Like it has a purpose.
ELEX speaks to you?
I know how crazy that's...
But it's a... How can it speak to you?
That's one of the reasons I had to leave Goliad. It was like the ELEX was screaming to me. I thought it was because of the mana they were giving me, but now I know it's some...
So, you...
You said you would help me. Are you still up for this? Now you know how...
Let's assume I believe you. What exactly do you
I'm not sure. It wasn't words. More a sense of desire. But it was fleeting. I think I need to find a bigger deposit of ELEX. That might help me hear it more
Okay.
We go... But first I need to return... home. I have to go to Edan, to one of our world hearts. The one south of the observatory, in the middle of Edan. Now I've heard it, sensed it here. I want to know if this is what I heard when I was...
You said you felt something back then. Why would it be?
Because I need to be sure. I need to know I wasn't going... Can't you see how important this could be? What this would...
You go. I'll meet you there.
Right. See you in Edan.